The talk show guy interviews Dave.
Hello. Today on The Talk Show Guy, I will be interviewing a mad scientist. Now, this guy just can't stop inventing crazy contraptions. Please give a warm welcome to the one and only Dave. Okay, now Dave, before we dive into your latest creation, tell us a bit about yourself. What got you into the world of mad science?
Well, ever since I was a kid, I've been fascinated by the possibilities of technology. But it wasn't until I accidentally turned my toaster into a time machine that I realized my true calling.
You made a time machine? How did you do it?
Well, you see, it all started with a burnt bagel and a broken clock. I accidentally mixed up the wires while trying to fix my toaster, and next thing I knew, I was having breakfast in ancient Egypt. And later, I made a new time machine, and a better one.
Wow. Okay, let's hear about your latest machine.
Well, picture this. You know how sometimes you spill your morning coffee, and it's like, oops, there goes my day? Well, not anymore. With the reality reversal ray, you can unspill that coffee and rewind the time of that object, making your day a better day.
Okay, but how does it work?
Well, the reality reversal ray is a marvel of modern scientific ingenuity, leveraging the esoteric realms of quantum mechanics and temporal dynamics to achieve unparalleled feats of temporal manipulation.
Okay, well, folks, after that deep dive into the intricacies of the reality reversal ray, I gotta say, my brain's feeling more twisted than a pretzel at a yoga class. I mean, I can barely understand how my toaster works, let alone a machine that messes with time. But hey, if it can bring back my spilt coffee, count me in. Well, I am going to let the crowd ask a few questions.
Okay.
So you said something about a spilt coffee, and you can rewind it and make it not spilt. What if you rewind it again? Will it spill again?
Interesting question. What do you have to say, Dave?
Well, if you were to rewind time again after the coffee had been unspilled, theoretically, it would return to its previous spilled state. Essentially, each time you rewind time, you're reverting the coffee back to its previous state before the spill occurred. So, yes, if you rewound time again, the coffee would spill once more. It's like pressing the undo button on a video. You can keep going back to earlier states, but the actions will repeat if you rewind to the same point.
So let's say I missed my favorite TV show. Can I rewind the TV so I can watch it?
Well, if you're talking about rewinding time to catch your favorite TV show, then yes, with a flick of the switch, the reality reversal ray can rewind the very fabric of reality, taking you back to that moment when your show was about to start. Suddenly, you're back in your living room, popcorn in hand, ready to dive into the latest episode like it's happening all over again.
Yes.
So, I had a Big Mac, and it got cold. Can I make it hot again?
Donald Trump.
Excellent question. The cold Big Mac. Fear not, my friend, for with reality reversal ray, we can turn back the clock and transform that lukewarm burger into a piping hot delight once more.
All right, in that case. How much?
Yes. How much will they be going for, Dave?
Well, I was thinking like $10.5 billion apiece.
It's done. You got a deal. Now I will never have a cold Big Mac ever again.
Well, looks like your first buyer will be Donald Trump himself.
Hello, it's me again. I have another question. If I eat all my popcorn, can I make it all come back?
You've reached the bottom of the popcorn bucket and find yourself yearning for more crunchy goodness. But if the reality reversal ray is by your side, we can turn back the clock and refill that bucket to its brim once more. But there is one side effect. If you do that, it will pull the food from your body, so you won't get full or fat. because it is rewinding.
Cool. That means I can eat all I want, and I won't get full, and I won't even gain a pound.
Okay, there's one more person asking a question.
Hello. I work at the doctor. And a lot of people die. Can you reverse death?
Hello there, my friend. It sounds like you've got quite the weight on your shoulders there. Dealing with loss is never easy, especially in a profession like yours, where you witness it firsthand. Now, when it comes to reversing death, it's a bit of a tricky subject. You see, the reality reversal ray is a marvel of science, capable of bending the rules of time and space in ways that would make Einstein do a double take. But when it comes to matters of life and death, things get a bit, well, complicated. While the reality reversal ray can rewind time and undo certain events, reversing death is a whole different ballgame. We're talking about the very essence of existence here, and tampering with that can have consequences beyond our understanding. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible. After all, we've seen some pretty wild stuff with the reality reversal ray. But bringing someone back from the beyond, that's a whole other level.
Well, it's time to end this episode. This has been a very interesting conversation. Let's do the fact of the episode. Did you know that there are only 31,536,000 seconds in a year?
I already knew that.
Come back later to watch The Talk Show Guy.